Welcome to the life-changing resume workshop hosted by myself, Vineeth Vinnie, and my friend and partner, uh, Khamarudheen. So it's a life-changing resume workshop, and there are definitely two parts to the title of this workshop, which is life-changing and resume. And we have tried to make sure that this workshop is more about changing the life than about resume. That because that is the bigger thing. Usually people confuse between uh, themselves and the resume, and sometimes think that the resume is the bigger thing, and you as a candidate, as the interviewee, is the smaller part of the formula, and give too much emphasis to the resume. So one thing that we have tried to do is to shift that perspective and make sure that it's about changing the life. It's about you and your life. It's about your career success than about resume. And definitely, this is not a typical resume workshop. That's not how we have designed it. Into all of that stuff in a couple of minutes. But before that, I would just like to give a quick introduction to what we are and what we people do and who we are, individually, Khamarudheen and myself. So, Lead Corporate Solutions is about transforming corporate organizations. Corporate organizations, like all other entities in this world, like individuals and organizations, everything in this world, sometimes have gaps. I mean, a lot of times have gap. They'll want to move from a place where they are right now to a place in the future, a better place. They'll want to improve their revenue. They'll want to achieve higher goals. They'll want to become greater successes. So, whatever be the gap the corporate organization has, the organization has from here to there, wherever they want to move, a lot of that gap is also training and coaching gap. And Corporate Solutions is about filling that gap through training and coaching solutions. So that's what we do uh, at Corporate Solutions. And myself, Vineeth Vinnie, I am one of the co-founders and director of Lead Corp Training Solutions, Corporate Solutions, and uh, I work mostly with corporations. In the case of corporates, we deal with team building, creativity, communication, uh, collaboration, whatever be the problem that they are having. And on the individual side, I mostly work in the domain of clarity coaching. I help people gain clarity in terms of where they want to go in life, in terms of what they want to achieve in life, so that they can aim straight towards that goal and become more effective and achieve whatever the goal that they want to achieve. And I'm also the author of the book Creating with Courage. I have also authored two books. This is one of a translation of my first Malayalam book. I have also authored another Malayalam book. So that's it about me. Over to Khamarudheen for this intro.
Hi, I'm Khamarudheen. I'm a corporate outbound trainer and a columnist and an author. Then I have been conducting training programs for various corporate companies. Especially my trainings are focused in outdoor or experiential kind of trainings. And I've been writing articles on growth, development, and all. Then I also authored one book in Malayalam, that's Mattam Ullil Vara. Then me and Vineeth has been working together in the corporate training sector. And this is the brief introduction about me. And regarding this training, I have gone through different companies, different firms, different jobs, and all. I have done the both positions. Like I have attended lots of interviews, plus I have done lots of interviews. So this is to share these experiences and all. So over to you, Vineeth.
Yeah. So continuing from what we were talking about this workshop. fully back to this workshop. So one thing that we have tried to do is to make it a life-changing workshop than to make it a resume workshop. If what you want to do is to technically know what a resume is, what is the first thing in a resume, what is the second thing in a resume, what is the difference between a CV and a resume, all these technical structural things. There are n number of videos on YouTube, and just a simple Google search can provide you information about all these stuff. And we understand that this is a problem, but we also understand that what the bigger problem is something else. And that bigger problem is the challenge in knowing your own story and telling your own story, right? So, so it is in that context that we have designed this life-changing resume workshop. So, what is your story? How do we tell it? It's not about the technical aspects of a resume or a CV, right? So that is what we want you to keep in mind when we are kicking off this workshop. So, and we would also like to ask you, this is also something that we expect from you. We would also like to ask you to be active in the session by coming up with your questions, sharing your questions whenever we have openings for that. And in between, whenever you have a question in mind, you can also type that in the chat window. So, yeah.
Before beginning, can you just type the place where you are attending from? Can you just type the place in the chat window? So just to get an idea about the participants, which are the parts, which are the areas you are participating, and also to be active on the screen. So that's the purpose. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And so while we starting the resume or CV, there are lots of words like resume, CV, profile, biodata. There are lots of such words, right? Such terms. So if we start such work, actually we have to start from our self-awareness. This is we are just converting the self-awareness to the paper. That's what happening while preparing a CV. Usually what we do is we copy from somebody else's CV, especially the beginners, they copy from somebody else's CV, or we copy our colleague's CV and just change the name. Sometimes we don't even forget to change the skills, the list of skills. So if we copy a CV, what happens is that would be the major reason to fail in an interview, because that's another person's skills, another person's quality we have copied. So in an interview process, the interview board might be checking all these things are genuine or not, or this person is genuine or not, because they have the clarity on our experience, our background, everything will be there in the CV. But in the interview process, they might be checking all these things are true, or this person is genuine. So if we copy the CV, or if somebody else prepare the CV for us, that actually goes to fail in an interview. We can't perform in an interview. So the first thing is we have to start the CV preparation from our self-awareness. Okay. Usually we are aware about all other things other than us. Like usually we crack jokes, self-depreciating jokes. We crack such jokes, and the self-awareness or self-esteem will be very low. So that's why we won't express ourselves in the paper. Even if we prepare the CV, we won't write our actual skills, actual abilities, actual qualities, and that. So actually, we have to start the CV preparation from the self-awareness. Actually, this is a story about ourselves, right? So, for example, if you see the movie, for example, KGF movie, so there is a story behind that person. That hero's name is Rocky Bai. So Rocky Bai has a story. So the director won't express all the stories. Yeah. For example, what your hero is doing right now. if the person asks that question, we will get some answers, some heroic things he's doing. We won't get the daily routine of the Rocky Bhai. So we get the great things he's doing. So like that, everybody has a story. We have to express that story. We have to convert that story, that important things to the paper. That's what happening while preparing a CV, right? So we need anything to add to that?
Yeah, right. So just like Kamaru has said, if Rocky Bai is brushing his teeth, if he is taking shower, he's going to washroom, he's going to the supermarket, he's doing all these stuff in the movie, it will be quite boring. So Rocky Bai or whoever it is, or whichever movie is your favorite movie, whoever is your favorite hero, the hero has a story, but the hero also picks the highlight of the story. And it's because of these highlights that we have a connection with the hero, right? So now these movies, these are fictional stories, these are not real stories. Now the resume and the interview where you speak, right, where you get an opportunity to speak, these are places where you tell your true story. So resume is about your true story. Remember, it has two parts: true and story. So it's not just story and it's not just truth.
Yeah,
So
even
you,
even
yeah,
in the CV we have to sign under that, right? So
yeah,
that's to ensure that the true thing about ourselves. That's I think that could be the reason behind it.
yeah. So it is about that true story. And like we said before, the movie has the relevant parts of the hero's life. Hero means I'm using the term hero. It can be a hero or a heroine, the whoever is the protagonist, right? So the protagonist highlight of his or her life, that is what being shown in a movie. And in a resume, in the interview, when you get a chance to speak, that is exactly what you will also tell the interviewer. So, but you need to know what are the highlights of your life. Like Kamaru said, in the kind of culture that we live, we usually forget our strengths, our qualities, our achievements, our contributions. We remember our failures, we remember our mistakes, we remember what went wrong in the office, what went wrong at home, what went wrong when we are in schools. Uh, all these things. Because other people also highlight that. And sometimes we also highlight those things in other people. So we eventually forget the great things, the good things, right? So you
So
wanted
the
to add Yeah.
yeah, no, you can continue. I think the
Right.
first thing is our skills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So just look around. I want you all to just look around and pick an object. Pick an object that you could connect with you. An object that you could connect with you. And also remember, it has to be something that is true and it has to be something positive. So an object that you can connect with yourself in a true and positive way. Like, I can pick this key from my table and I can connect it with myself. I can say, I am like this key because I do something, right? So I can connect this object with myself. So you have 1 minute. I want you to pick something up from your room or your car because Irfan is in the car. Sorry, confuse the name. Lulu,
Lulu was in
sorry.
the
Right. Yeah. I confused the name of Irfan and yeah. Yeah. So you can pick something up which is nearby you in 1 minute and think this. How can you connect it with yourself, with your quality in a positive, true way? And if you have picked something up and connected something, you can say yes in the chat window quickly.
So I think, for
Yeah.
example, I have taken the charger cable
Great.
and I want to connect with this with me, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to, yeah, like I want to give energy to other people or to inspire other people or to support other people, just like charging the phone. Yeah.
Right.
If the
Great.
if other people, yeah, people's battery is down, I want to
Yes.
charge other people. So something
So,
like
so this is a real connection. This is true and positive. So this is one example.
Mhm.
Because this is exactly what he does. This is one thing that he does. He charges other people. He energizes other people. So this is a true connection. This is a positive connection. So Indira ma'am, what is it yours? What is it that you have picked?
I connect myself with light,
Mm-hmm.
spreading. It has two sides to it. First
Mm-hmm.
is spreading brightness all over, dispelling
Great.
darkness.
Right.
And also, light at times
Mm-hmm.
helps people to navigate
Right.
the correct place or to keep away from tragedy, both ways. Like if
Right.
you
Right. Right.
see the pole star, you can go there.
Like a
Or if
beacon.
you
Beacon
see
of
a light in the darkness,
right.
you can go towards that. Or if it is near the sea, you can stay away from it.
Great. Great.
So,
Great. It's like an indicator, right?
yeah,
Either it acts as a beacon towards which you go, or it's a danger sign.
exactly.
So you should
So,
go.
as a life skills trainer, I associate myself with the light because it's night. Otherwise, I usually associate with the sun.
Great. Great. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Anybody else? Who else has taken something? Yeah, Sophia, please.
I do
Can
spend
you also turn on the camera? If not, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
I do spend to connect myself.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I can able to help others to
Mm-hmm.
bring to write their own ideas in a white blank mindset.
Right. You can help others their ideas. You can help others to write their ideas. Right. What do you do? What is
Boost
your
their
profession?
ideas. I'm a social work trainee. Mhm.
You're a social work trainee.
Yeah.
Right. Great. Great.
Final
Thank you.
year student.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. No problem. If you have connected with something, you keep it there, you remember it. But it's really important that you do these exercises because this is how you figure out your strength and your quality. This is not silly stuff. This is really important that you do it. So now I'll ask you a question. This is a prompt. What do most people usually thank you for? People in life, you have friends, you have colleagues, you have relatives, you have cousins, you have some of you have kids, some of you have spouses, most of you have spouses, right? So what do these people usually thank you for? What is the kind of help that you get thanks for? What is it? You can quickly type in the chat window. And one or two, yeah, Sophia.
When we give a
So,
helping hand, when we give a helping hand to them in their difficult situation,
yeah,
at that time
great.
they also so thankful
Great.
to.
What kind of help usually? What kind of help? Some people would be like they may be ready to give money to solve other people's problem. Some people can help others with their presence.
We can engage in their engage to help. If for example, if a person got stuck in any situation or in difficulties,
Yeah.
we can able to help to solve the problem by themselves.
Right.
We just facilitate to.
Right. Right. Great. Great. Thank you, Sophia, for sharing. Indira ma'am, perseverance, courage, and helpfulness. So Indira ma'am gets thanks for her perseverance. When so I think it's about congrats or a well done than thanks, right, for perseverance.
Also, I don't give up easily.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that is what you get appreciated for, right? So it's not just about thanks; it's about getting appreciated. Great.
Yes.
So perseverance and courage. Great. Others, I hope you're also either noting these things down or at least imagining these things.
You can note it in a paper or your phone or somewhere, and also you can type in the chat box also.
Right. So I request others to type in the chat window as well. Right. Okay. So you can type this in the chat window while we move on to the next question as well. Next prompt as well. Right. So the next one. What was that one day in your life where you felt proud? What was that one day in your life when you felt proud? The prompt has two parts. The second part is what were you doing that day, or what was your contribution that day? So there can be many different days when you felt proud. And for some people, it may be really hard to come up with or to remember a day where you felt really proud because of the negativity that people have shed on you. You are sometimes, we all hear this, like you are good for nothing. You don't have any quality. These kind of negative words can affect us really. And it can be really hard for us to remember even a day when we felt proud. But it doesn't have to be the proudest day or the most proud day. But you can just think of any day where you felt really proud, really happy because of your contribution. And what was your contribution that day? It doesn't have to be work. It can be your family, personal life with friend as well. So we have some responses in the chat window as well. Francis has shared this. I felt very proud when I told my parents to take rest and I took the control to run the family. Right. Ashwati, when I took an awareness class, all the children said it was very helpful for them. They got more information. Great. Thank you. So Sufia, Francis, and Ashwati, thank you. Thank you so much. So one thing that is really important is to pick one incident rather than coming up with a general story. Which is also useful, but it's really useful if you pick one incident. Like these are also good examples. Like Ashwati is talking about this one particular awareness class, and Francis is talking about that day when he said that he'll take charge of the family, right? Because the thing about a general story, or we are immediately coming up with a general quality, we are naming it. It is because either somebody else has said that we have this quality, or we have at some point thought that we have this quality, and now that is a general story. That is good to know, but it's also really helpful to look for these incidents that are standing out, because this can come up with a new perspective, something that we haven't generalized yet, but can also be a powerful quality or a powerful value that we have. Right? Yeah. So how can all these things? Right now, you connected yourself with a solid metaphor. Like you came up with a key, you came up with a charger first to begin with. You came up with the metaphor of light, and you connected it with that, and then you connected with something you get appreciated for, something you got a thanks for. You connected with that incident or that contribution, and now you have a third exercise where you connected yourself with a day when you were really proud. If you look at all these three things, and if you pick a company and a job title, there are things that you can connect with this job title, the responsibilities of this title, this role, and the company, whatever is required by the company. For example, something that Francis has shared, this can be a real leadership quality, right? He's proud it's not just that he did it, it's also that is one day that he felt proud of. So it can tell the story of how he has got that leadership quality, that voluntary nature of grabbing the responsibility, how he took up the responsibility. Right? It's not about just taking up a position with an increased salary. No, it's more about that responsibility. So you took up the responsibility. So it can tell something about that, his voluntary nature, how he takes responsibility, how he takes charge, how he takes leadership of doing things. And for Ashwati, when I took an awareness class, all the children said, it's in the chat window. I'm reading from the chat window, the messages that people have shared. So Ashwati, when I took an awareness class, all the children said it was very helpful for them. They got more information. So something that Ashwati felt proud of was that a class that she took, what did that class do? What that class did was that the class was helpful for children. And what did they get? They got more information, right? So maybe that can tell. I'm not saying that this is her biggest quality, and the previous one was Francis' biggest quality, but this is really one big quality. There can be 1, 2, 3, 4 of these kind of qualities. So Ashwati, for her, it makes her proud to provide people information, right, based on what he has shared, and to be helpful that way to people, and especially children. So maybe that tells something about what something that would make her proud. So looking at your life through these kind of prompts, like what makes you proud, what makes you happy, what has got you the most appreciation for in terms of your contribution, or regularly, what is it that you get appreciated for? These are some of your strengths, and these are some of your values, and these are some of your qualities. Now, I would just ask one more question. We have only limited time, but I think this part of the exercise is really important. So I'll just ask one more question. Uh, mm, what is that one quality of yours that you want the world to know? What is that one quality of yours that you want the world to know? Or what is that one quality of yours that the world hasn't known yet? What would be that? Your quality or strength? I think I am dedicated and keep a punctuality to complete the task that is assigned for me. Okay, Sophia, this is for this prompt, right?
Yes.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Right. Yeah. And about Sophia's response to the previous prompt, I missed it somewhere. So Sophia's response was
Hi.
also that she directly gave the quality. That's why I didn't talk about it. She directly gave the what she values. So I didn't have to process it. That's why I didn't talk about it. But that is an important quality that she has. Completing task and about connecting with the metaphor. She said helping people, enabling
To
people,
help
or
themselves.
yeah, to help themselves, right? Yeah, it is really important. Like Irfan said, it's really important that you stand with those who depend on you, right? In the family, uh, to a great point, you are the leader of the family, uh, uh, and your children depend on you. And then when they have a problem, you stand for them. So you build trust. So when there is a problem, they'll definitely discuss with you, and they'll not hide it from you. They'll take input from you. So as a leader in an organization, this can be a quality that will make your subordinates, those who work under you, as you as the leader for them, they'll come to you and they'll ask you for the help when they need help. So that can be something that can also be extended to the workplace. Right. Thank you, Irfan. Thank you so much. So Sufia, I am dedicated and keep a punctuality to complete tasks that is assigned for me. Right. Thank you. So I am not a warrior, but a warrior. Great. Right. So these are the things that you know and you want the world also to know. Right. So there, the point is not, it's not just that I can ask, give these prompts. You can yourself give these prompts, right? You can yourself ask some questions like these, and figure out a lot of things about you, right? So these things will help you figure out your story. What are the highlights of your life? So I guess it's time to move to the next part of the session. Yeah, thank you.
So I think I'll move to the another term called elevator pitch. Okay. Usually in our real life, we get lots of time to meet people, interact people, understand people, to make connection with other people. we get lots of time. For example, if I want to make friendship with one person, sometimes we start with an hello, hi, or sometimes we do the casual talk, or sometimes we have a tea together, or sometimes we travel to somewhere or watch a movie together. Then only the connection will be improved, or we get to know about that person more. So in the real life, we might be getting more time to know the people. But in the interview or the CV, we don't have much space. The CV size should be 1 page or 2 page. Only that much space will be available for that to introduce ourselves. Or in an interview, most probably we'll be getting a 10 minutes or 5 minutes, that much time. In that time, we have to express all these. We have discussed about the quality, skill, what people appreciated, what the world want to know about ourselves. So all these things we want to share quickly and in a precise way. So there is one word called elevator pitch. So almost some of you might be aware of that word. So that's a quick and brief introduction about ourselves. That's called elevator pitch. For example, if I want to work in a company, for example, if I want to work in in Infosys, so in the elevator or in the lift, I met the CEO of the Infosys. I think Salil Parekh is the CEO of the Infosys. Then in the elevator, I saw him, I met him. Or I met Mr. M.A. Yusuf Ali in an elevator. So I really want to work with Lulu Group. Suppose I want to work in the L&D division, work for the L&D division of the Lulu Group. Then in an elevator, I met M.A. Yusuf Ali. Then I'll get only 30 seconds or 1 minute time, 30 seconds or 40 seconds to interact with him. Usually, if we meet a celebrity, we take selfies, photos, and all. So actually, we won't give them to understand ourselves. So usually, if we didn't talk, they might be asking, hello, how are you? Or something they will be asking. At that moment, we want to pitch. So that's called elevator pitch. So this is the brief and precise introduction about ourselves. So if you can type in, if you can take the ChatGPT, then we can do a practice. We can do an exercise now to prepare our elevator pitch. If we get this opportunity, or if you want to prepare an elevator pitch, so with the help of the ChatGPT, Meta AI, or whatever I think we can use ChatGPT for this. So can you take the ChatGPT in your phone, in your tab, computer, or any other device, or otherwise even in this device, if you can use the ChatGPT. Then you can give a prompt like my name is, or I am. First you can give your name, like my name is, then give your name. And okay, for example, first we can give my name. My name is so and so. What's your name? You can type your name. Okay, you have typed that. Then Vineeth has discussed about the skills, qualities, or what. Then you can type that also. What is your qualities? What are your skills? In that part, you can type that. My skills are, my qualities are, my You can type that in that. Okay, my skills. Then my skills are. For example, you can give 1 or 2 skills now, or if you have coaching skill, training skill, team building skill, whatever maybe, you can type that. A good communication skill. Okay, good. Then you can type I'm working as. Right now, if you're working, you can give I'm working as a so and so. This is the post. Or if you want, you can give the company also. I'm working as a freelance trainer, or I'm working as your job designation you can give. And then also you can give my career goal is. What is your career goal? My career goal is this. Okay. Then you can give the prompt. Please prepare a elevator pitch, or please prepare you can prepare 5 or 10 models. Then you can type, please prepare 5 elevator pitches for me, or 5 types of elevator pitch for me. Okay. Then Vineeth has typed, my name is Vineeth Vinnie. My skills are communication skills.
I didn't finish it. I got
Yeah.
a bit distracted here because my son came into this room.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm a corporate coach. My career goal is to, then you can type that, then you will get an idea. Then one option is we can prepare one elevator pitch. Otherwise, we can prepare 4 or 5 elevator pitch. Then we can choose from that. We don't want to copy from that. We can choose one and we can make it our own. So, yeah. My name is Vineeth. My skills are communication skills,
I just should
coaching
put it
skills, and
my
creativity, and I am a corporate coach. Prepare 5 different elevator pitches. Yes, 5. Yeah, prepare 5 different elevator pitches for me. Then if you give, you will get the answer for that. Yes. Yeah, for Vineeth, for networking events and for potential clients, for casual encounters. Okay. So everybody can, if possible, you can share that in the chat window. Yeah, Vineeth's elevator pitch is there in. Vineeth, can you read one elevator?
Yeah. Right. So I think it has come up with, so ChatGPT, depending on your question, it comes up with different formats, right? Right now,
Yes,
so it has given me elevator pitches for 5 different contexts. I have only provided limited information. That's why this is like,
yes.
yeah. So hi, Vineeth. I'm Vineeth Vinnie, a corporate coach who thrives on helping individuals and teams unlock their potential. I specialize in blending strong communication and coaching skills with creativity to create engaging and impactful training programs. My goal is to empower professionals to grow and excel in their careers while fostering a positive workplace culture
Yes,
for
yes. Good.
potential clients. Right. Yeah. So
Okay.
it has.
Yeah, good. So if you want any changes, we can give the prompt and we can make changes. So if anybody prepared that, you can copy it in the chat box if possible. If it's okay,
Yeah.
you can copy that.
Indira
Yeah,
has
copy
shared
paste.
it.
Yes, yes, yes.
I am Indira Namboodiripad, a seasoned soft skills trainer with a focus on communication, training, employability, and coaching. I empower individuals to reach their full potential. I am passionate about delivering impactful training sessions that enhance skills and boost confidence. I am eager to contribute to your institution's success by providing top-notch training programs. Yeah.
Wow. Good. Thank you. So we can use the technology. We can use the platforms like ChatGPT, Bard, or Meta AI, or such platforms we can use to prepare this. Then if we have this elevator pitch that we can introduce quickly to the people, the interview board and all, we won't get much time. So this is one sample. You don't want to copy this, you can make it your own. Sometimes there will be some difficult words or we might not be comfortable with that. Then we can make it our own by making some changes. Or you can argue with the ChatGPT, right? Then we can change it. Then Irfan also prepared. Hi, I am Irfan. As a dedicated team player with a passion for learning, I bring my determination and adaptability to the table. Okay, my experience with an OEM has taught me how to collaborate effectively. Okay, good, very good, very good. So this is called elevator pitch. So as I said, we get a very short time to present or express ourselves. So we can make it very short and precise. Then while we listing the skills, it's better to read for example, if you apply for a job, it's better to read the JD. JD means job description. In the job description, there will be lots of terms, words, skills, qualities needed. So then also we can include our skills, qualities, whatever relevant to that job or relevant to that post. So we can include all those. Yes, good. So thank you. Then Sophia also shared.
Great.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Now, like Kamaru said, some of these things might look weird, even because ChatGPT doesn't know how exactly that we are going to use these things, right? And what exactly is the context of our elevator pitch. So we'll definitely have to go through these and make things. Sometimes we'll have to make things less pushy. Sometimes we'll have to make things more pushy. Sometimes we'll have to make the voice more confident. So, like Kamaru said, we can argue with ChatGPT and make whatever it gives better. And now, we sometimes, this is something that we came up with while we were preparing for this workshop. So this is also some fun story that we always share. I mean, there was this guy in my college who was like, uh, you know, who was like a Romeo, right? He probably proposed, say, 30 or 40 or 50 girls in his entire college time, 4 years period, right? But he was not like, he wouldn't do anything bad. He wouldn't go after the girls after they said no. He wouldn't push them. He wouldn't do anything bad to them. He would just propose. And he had a he was like very notorious for this. So something that we noted about this guy is that uh, he really climbed up the career ladder really soon. I'm not saying that you have to go after girls. If you're a boy, or if you're a girl, you have to go after boys, and that will make you a success in career. But here is an interesting connection. That is what we need to note, right? So basically, when it comes to a relationship, what people do is people propose, right? And what do you do in companies? What do you send to other companies? What do you send to your clients? Proposals, right? Business proposals. So something that helped this guy, it was not that he was a Romeo that helped him, but what helped him was the kind of research that he would do to know the girl, the person whom he wanted to be his love, the kind of effort that he made to propose each time without the fear of rejection, right? So that is probably a skill that helped him. So what if you approach, I'm not saying that you should approach people at companies as if you are proposing them, but what I'm saying is that approach companies as if you are proposing the company.
Yes.
Get the point clear?
Yes.
If you want to be an employee somewhere, if you want to be a manager somewhere, it's not as if you are going to have a romantic relation with the CEO, no, but have a romantic relation with a company. Take that effort when people would take when they are in romance. Take that effort when people take when they want to win their romance, win their love, right?
Yes.
So when you want to express your love to somebody, you would learn everything about that person, whether that person prefers tea or coffee, whether that person is a fan of this actor or that actor, whether this person is a fan of this football player or that football player, whether this person is a beach person or a mountain person, would like to go to the beach or to the mountains, or right? So all these things, every little things, right?
Yes. Like we can connect this with the career. For example, if I want to work in Wipro, so I want to conduct a thorough inquiry about we have actually we have prepared the elevator page, the skills, everything has prepared. Then the next thing is we want to conduct a thorough research about the institution or organization wherever you are applying. For example, if I want to work in Wipro, I want to conduct such a research about that company. What are their product, who is the CEO, who is in the key roles, and what are the product. And I think the best place, one is the website of that company. We have thoroughly go through the website. Second thing, most of these official things they are sharing through LinkedIn. So through LinkedIn, we have to conduct the research. Then even we can follow conduct the research in YouTube or other social media like Instagram, Facebook, and all. So we have to conduct the thorough research and clear understanding about the company which we are applying for. Then also go through the JD, job description. So in the job description, there will be the details about the job role, quality, skills, everything is there. So we want to compile our skills and the skills in the job description plus the nature of the company. We want to compile all these, right? We need to...
Yeah. So the first part that we talked about was about self-awareness, knowing yourself. And the second part of it is to know the company. That is when you can find the match. So we
Yes.
went through some prompts to know about yourself, to find your strengths, to know yourself better. And the second part is to research about the company as if uh, maybe you wouldn't do that kind of research if you are going after a girl or a boy to express your love. But usually, the most romantic of people, what kind of research that they would do when they are trying to express their love to the other person, the kind
Yes.
of crazy research that they would do, that
Yeah,
is the
even
kind of research.
yeah, if
Yeah,
we send any business proposal, any training proposal to any company, we usually conduct this kind of this research for the
right.
company. Yeah. Then also I'll share some general aspect of preparing the CV. Vinny, is
Right.
then suppose if you apply to a company, there will be lots of thousands of application to that company. So to sort all the CVs or to go through all the CVs is not humanly possible. So at that moment, companies are using ATS, applicant tracking system. So they are using the website or software or AI to sort the CVs. So yeah, the ATS is using the keywords to match the score. For example, this word is called buzzwords, or there will be some words. For example, they published a post which requires leadership skills. Then they might have written in the job description a person with leadership skills, or handled this much 25 people, or handled 50 people. Or, there will be lots of such keywords. So we want to understand all those keywords and try to include such keywords in our CV. For example, if we share the experience, share the achievements, we have to share that story in our CV. So then only the ATS score will be matched. Then usually a 80% CV will be only 20% of the CV will be scrutinized after going through this ATS procedure. So we want to match the ATS score by ensuring all the terms, all the words, or all the skills, qualities matching with the job description. So that's the one thing. So then one more thing, if we prepare the CV, usually people prepare the CV with lots of fancy things, the columns, rows, using different colors, different fancy fonts that can't read by the ATS system. So make it as simple as possible and use the simple font, like the normal fonts, Times New Roman, Calibri, or whatever the simple usual fonts. You can use that fonts. That's very important while preparing the CV. Then use the simple format. Don't use too much columns, boxes, and all. Then that will be difficult to read. And then also the skill list is important. That has to match with the job description. Then you can give the education qualification in reverse order. Then you have completed your PG, then PG first degree, then the other qualifications, like that. Then you can give the experience also in the opposite order. In the experience also, try to quantify the achievements. For example, I changed the company's business turnover this much, or if you can make it quantify, that would be better. Other than this, you can make it quantify. Then try to ensure that there is no any mistake. And there are lots of platforms to prepare the CV. Like you can use the Microsoft Word. That's a simple method to prepare the CV. You will get the simple format in the Microsoft Word. Then you can also use Canva. Then there are also lots of paid and free templates in the Canva. So this is about the general format and all. So ensure that this is your CV is ATS aligned. Okay.
Great. Okay, thank you. So we're coming to the almost the final part of our today's session. And so how do we use ChatGPT? How do you create a unique CV with the help of ChatGPT or other AI platforms like Meta AI? I haven't tried Meta AI a lot, so I don't know how how good it is, but ChatGPT helps really well. So the point is that, like we said before, it is the true story. Both are important. The resume is a story. The resume is truth. The resume is not a lie. So a resume is something that you have to defend when you go to the interview board. You sit in front of the interview board. So it has to be true. Keep that in mind. And it has to be yours. So one thing that can go wrong with ChatGPT is that whatever gaps are there in the information you provide to ChatGPT, ChatGPT will fill it up with some hallucinated stuff. It will hallucinate and it will just fill it up with some random stuff. So make sure that you provide everything that is required for ChatGPT to help you with an organized resume. So how do you do it? But before we go into the entire resume creation process, this is even if this is going to this is going to be a long process. In reality, I'll just give you a glimpse of this in the next 3-4 minutes. Yeah. So I hope you can see the screen.
Yes, yes.
Right. Okay. So here, I'm just changing my profile because I am an entrepreneur, but I'm just to align with the requirements that most of you have. I'm just trying to change this into something else so that it's more aligned to your this employment kind of work. Right. So I am an engineer applying to a corporate. I'll make it, I'm a software engineer. Software engineer applying to a corporate IT company. I want to prepare a career objective. That is one important part of a resume, career objective. So I'm just working on the career objective part. So how am I working on it? With the help of ChatGPT. So like I said before, if you miss some information when you're giving the information to ChatGPT, it will hallucinate and come up with some template stuff. So to avoid that, so what you do is ask ChatGPT to ask you some questions. So it's like asking ChatGPT to interview you so that it gets the information that it can use to create the career objective. So ask me some important questions one by one and collect what you need to know about me to come up with a great. I mean, this wording is not really that important. The point is to communicate the idea. But I can send you this prompt in the group. We will send you this prompt in the group, so don't worry about it. But the point is that the empowerment comes from the fact that it's not exactly this prompt that helps you. The idea helps you, but this idea is really important. That you ask each of these things, collect what you need to know about me to come up with a great career objective. So now it will ask the questions one by one. Let's see. Right. So what is your main career goal or aspiration in the IT field, right? For example, are you aiming to, it is given example as well. Are you aiming to specialize in software development, leadership roles, or innovation? So you can answer these questions one by one so that ChatGPT will get an idea which ChatGPT will use to come up with the career objective. So I'm just asking ChatGPT to ask me all the questions together. So ChatGPT will now ask me all the questions together so that we can see what are the questions that it is going to. So what is your main goal, main career goal or aspiration in the IT field? What specific skills or expertise do you want to highlight? What qualities or values do you want to convey to your career objective? What kind of role are you targeting at the corporate IT company? So questions like these. Now, some of these questions can seem repetitive, but with the example given there, you will get more clarity as to how each of these are different from each other. And it's okay even if your answers are also repetitive. So some of the questions can have overlapping answers, but that's fine. The point is that ChatGPT will get more idea, and it will also delete the repeating idea when it comes up with the career objective finally. Now, after asking these questions, after answering these 6 questions, ChatGPT will give you a career objective. And this is also the exact process that we are. So right now we looked at just the career objective part. We can follow the exact same process to come up with a resume with whatever things are important for you to highlight in your resume. Again, this is not probably something that you can produce for the interview right away. You will have to make a lot of modifications. But the point is that now you have an assistant with ChatGPT. So again, I want to prepare a resume to apply for the post of, if it's a popular company, you can give the name of the company so that even ChatGPT might ask some contextual questions about that company. To the post of a software engineer at Infosys or TCS. Ask me some, we'll make some, say, 15 questions to help me provide you. So I'm making some changes in the prompt. Help me provide you with the required information so that you can create a resume for me. Now, the beauty is not in just these prompts. So now ChatGPT is asking the questions, right? So you can intervene and say, like, ask me these questions one by one, so that it will feel like an interview. So that it will feel like an interview, and you don't have to think about the big picture right away. So now ChatGPT will ask just the first question. Right. So say you need. It was just to skip there. What is your contact information? Okay, right. Okay, I'll just add just a proxy access, right? Right. So I'm just skipping these questions because these are not the discussion kind of questions. Right. Now, what is your primary goal? Now, this is the deep kind of question. What is your primary goal or aspiration as a software engineer? Now, you can pause the interview here and go into a deeper discussion with ChatGPT. I don't exactly know what to say, what to write here, what to write. Help me figure it out by asking some sub questions. Like I said before, don't worry about the wordings. Whatever you want to ask ChatGPT, you can ask it, right? And it will mostly understand these things, right? See, now you have some sub questions. So the question hasn't moved away. We are still in the 4th question. Now you can try answering these 5 sub questions, and ChatGPT will get an idea what can be your answer for this 4th one. What is your primary goal or aspiration as a software engineer? See, what excites you most about being a software engineer? So that is more easier to figure it out, right? So you think, like, for the solving problems part or creating efficient solutions, developing innovative applications, whatever it is, debugging part, whatever it is, right? So do you have a specific area of interest in software engineer, whatever it is? How do you see yourself contributing to a company like TCS? So answer all these 5 questions by, you can also put the number like this, 1, this, and 2. You can give your answers like this. Or you can again ask ChatGPT to ask these questions one by one, right? So once you hit enter, ChatGPT will generally get an idea as to what your primary goal or aspiration is. Now, again, questions like these: what qualities or strengths do you want to highlight in your professional summary? Again, if this was the question, again, like we said earlier, I don't know what exactly are my strengths. Help me figure out. Right. See, ChatGPT is asking further sub-questions. So for any questions, if the question is seeming too deep and too difficult for you to figure out, now the free plan has got over, but it's fine. It will work with the ChatGPT mini LLM as well. Now it will work with the lower level LLM. So after a few minutes of, I think it's after 30 minutes or after having n number of this number of queries, this ChatGPT 4.0 will stop working. But the second version will start working. That's fine. So after answering these questions, you will have the answer to this. So whatever questions are here, you can answer all these like this by dealing with one question after another, and then another. You can go to the end, right? So that is something that you can do to come up with your unique resume with your own signature with the help of ChatGPT. It's not just an AI template resume. Instead of this, if you just go to ChatGPT and tell just your name and give me a resume, it will even give a resume. But that will be a template resume, and that is not going to serve you. This is how you create a signature resume with your own information and your own skills with ChatGPT. We will share the prompts in the group.
Then only in the interview also you can perform by using that CV. Otherwise, in the interview process, that will be very difficult to express all these things, right?
Yeah. So I'll just share. I'll just copy paste this resume. This prompt in the chat window. So this is the kind of prompt that you can give. And in between, for any sub question, you can give prompts like this. Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's 9:10 now.
Yeah, we have exceeded the time.
Take a quick 5 minutes more and quickly wind up the session. So
yes, of course.
Think about all these things, and I think we can move to the Q&A session, right?
Yeah.
Before more, you can ask if you have any specific questions. You can ask both in the chat window, and you can ask directly. Then before moving to that, we both are working in the corporate training, and we need especially working in coaching, corporate coaching sector. So if you have any coaching requirement, like if you need any clarity about it, you are in a career transition stage, you want to get clarity, or you are missing the confidence, or in such situations, or if you want to scale up your business or scale up your career, at that situations you can contact Vineeth for coaching, right? Coaching services.
Yeah.
And also we provide training service for the different companies. Then I'm also writing articles on such topics like interview preparation, job, career, everything. I'm writing articles in Mathrubhumi. So I will share all the articles in the group. And after this program also, you can be in the
Reach
group.
out.
Then you will get lots of updates related to this. Then we are also conducting some such kind of programs. In the next week, we are conducting a program for HR managers and L&D professionals. If anybody is in that sector, you can join in that workshop. And right now, you can ask some questions. We can quickly wind up the session after these questions. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So any questions, any thoughts? Whatever is there, you can share it. Yeah. Sophia, go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, I have no questions. I have to
Mhm.
thankful for this wonderful session. And
Okay.
for me, it's really helpful and it's very quite interesting session.
Thank you.
When I saw the post thing about the session, first I
Mhm.
think that maybe it's bore or something
Mhm.
like that. But after ending the session, it was very wonderful, and
Thank
we didn't feel that time.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yeah. Anybody else? In the meantime, Francis has shared a question. Do you have any resume template
Yeah,
for a
hi
fresher?
Vineeth.
Yeah.
Hi Vineeth.
Yeah. Lulu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, it was really a good session. I think so for
Thank you.
beginners, it's really helpful because
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
who have, they are looking for a new career opportunity because
Mhm.
they don't have some ideas. As you said, many people I have seen here in Dubai, they used to do the copy paste of CVs.
Yeah.
So in that cases, if for the beginners, it's really helpful as you have given the session because it is each and every details is given 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Because especially the people here, they are getting failure. If I can also share one more thing, maybe it can be useful for those who are
Sure.
watching here. Because if those people who comes from abroad, especially from
Mhm.
from India or anywhere to Dubai,
Mhm.
they comes, they don't have that good language. They knows actually they are BA
Mhm.
English, MA English, of course,
Yeah.
but they are afraid to speak and they think that maybe my grammar is not good, my present and past, all this kind of words, maybe it won't match. So
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
feel really afraid to speak, but at
Yeah.
least if they would have learned, introduce about yourself. Okay, at least
Yeah.
if they can learn this is by heartly. Okay, by heart
Mhm.
means they know their
Mhm.
self, right? My
Yeah.
name is, for example, if I say about me myself, I'm Lulu. I born and brought up here in Dubai. I have experience of 18 years here in Dubai, and I started my journey with so and so company as a
Mhm.
marketing specialist. Now I'm doing as a BDM here in Dubai. So if they can do those kind of things, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, they feel a confident, and the person who is taking the interview, of course, he feel okay.
Yeah.
He know how to speak English or she knows how to speak English. So
Right.
this will really a positive for them to choose as their employee.
Right.
You
Right.
understood, right?
Yeah.
So maybe
Yes.
they can choose them. But so this also really a very good. At least a person who comes from, if someone is going to abroad, they must
Mhm.
at least prepare very well. Introduce about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
with the CV. Yeah, because then once they prepare and introduce about themselves, they can also able to make their CV. Okay, 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4. I can add so and so bullet
Yeah.
points.
Right.
Even
And
I can. Yeah, please.
and that'll give themselves them a confidence that okay, now
Exactly.
I have opened my mouth, I have started
Yes,
speaking, now I can
exactly.
speak more. That will reduce the
Yes.
nervousness. That's a very important
And the
point.
further question will come from the introduction.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
as for that, we can also learn, and we can also expect some questions. We
Right.
can
Right.
prepare for
These
that.
are important insights. Yeah. Great.
Yes. So it is really helpful, Vineeth. Actually, your session, Mr. Khamarudheen, both of your session is really helpful. Those who are freshers, they can really understand how to prepare CVs and many things. And thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
really a free session. Actually, many people have to utilize this session. Even though we also try to utilize your session because we want
Yeah.
to learn. Because
Yeah.
we want to learn many things from here also. Still.
Thank you so much, Lulu, for sharing your experience in Dubai, and it's also useful for people here, members here. Yeah.
You're welcome.
So
You're welcome, sir.
thank you. So anybody else? Anything else?
He asked, I think Francis asked resume template
Yeah.
for a fresher candidate or having a few month experience, just to see the alignment kind of things. Yeah, we can share in the group. I will share in the group some format.
Yeah, and we can also open the group for a discussion for some time, maybe, right?
Yeah.
For members.
Now it's open for discussion in the group. You can ask the questions. You can share the things.
Yeah, Ashwati, thank you. Thank you to both of you for the session. Thank you, Ashwati. Right.
Thank you.
So we can continue the discussion in the group. Keep in touch. This is just the starting of a series. Like we said before, LeadCorp is into helping organizations and individuals to achieve what they want to achieve, whether you are an individual, whether you are an organization. And a lot of problems individuals and organizations face are also training and coaching problems. That's what we believe. You may need other departments and other help. Everything is required. But whatever be the department, whatever be the problem, a big part of it is always a training and coaching problem as well. So if you have a training problem, if you have a coaching problem, you can always connect with us. You can discuss with us. You can hire us. You can come to us, right? So, and also stay in touch, stay in the group. We'll share updates about other free programs in the group. We'll most probably be hosting a free program every week, once in a week. So thank you all for joining. Anything else, Kamaru, to add?
I think so. Thank you so much for the active participation. And we are active in all the social media platforms, and you can connect there also. So thank you so much. And good night.
Bye.